The last thing you want your man to go through is for a man to come up from your past to say he's had you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Please leave a like on the video, comment and sub, and remember to share the video as well. I'm trying to grow my channel. Today's video.
Excuse me, I'm a grown woman. Why are you asking me this question? Maybe down the line you can ask me like how many people I slept with. Like, listen, don't get twisted. I can count it on one hand. It's not about what the number is that I don't want to share. It's that question shouldn't be leaving your lips. Do you know what I mean? Like, grow up. Because what's your mum's body count? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it for a minute. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to have that conversation, so don't start it with me. But those are the two things that will get a man literally blocked.
Okay, so this is interesting. So this is one of those videos that try to basically tell men not to ask about body count, which, guys, you know, I've done a video before about, my thoughts on the body count argument. I'm not a fan of only caring about women's body count and then the man's body count doesn't matter. I don't think that's right. I've never thought that that was right. I do think it's just as important. What we did in my time was that we were told that we were meant to be virgins. Men and women, boys and girls. Like, we were told to preserve our virginity, and we were told that our virginity would only be lost in marriage. So all of that is now lost now. I think at some point things changed and men were, well, in where I grew up, because I do know in certain parts of the world it is a rite of passage for a man to have slept with certain number of women. But where I grew up, and I think it's more to do with like the Christian community that I grew up with. And this was also outside of the church as well, that we should not be promiscuous, basically, for lack of a better word. So I do think the body count discussion is important. I really do. I'm not gonna, even though I don't agree with the conversation around it, which basically kind of makes men's body count not important. I do think men's body count is just as important as women. I don't think the effect on you is the same, just like we are men and women and the way we operate is different. I do think the higher the body count, the effect on a woman is different than from a man in terms of our emotions. But yeah, before you get married to your lady, do find out their body count. And also as a woman, before you get married to your guy, find out about the body count. Also, I advise finding out who they are and be at peace with it. You need to know so that if a situation pops up in the future, you're not blindsided. The same for the man as well. You're not blindsided, because certain people can creep up during your marriage to test your marriage. It is what it is, The last thing you want your man to go through is for a man to come up from your past to say he's had you. It's the worst thing you can say to another man, that someone else has had his prize. It's the worst thing you can do. But if the man knows beforehand, ladies, pay attention. If the man knows beforehand and he's able to come to terms with it, he will be okay when that man pops up. Not only will he be okay, he will defend your honor. He will smack that guy in the mouth. Will and Jada, but in a positive way. In a positive way. He will smack that guy in the mouth. Don't ever disrespect my wife. But if he doesn't know, he will get blindsided and it can cause all sorts of issues. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think? Do you think the body count conversation is important, or do you agree with this lady in the video that it should never be brought up? Of course, you're not supposed to know your parents' body count. What's she talking about? So that doesn't mean you don't need to know the person you're getting into a relationship with body count. Like, that doesn't make sense. Of course you're not going to know your body. Why would you even be asking your parents what their body count is? I get the point she's trying to make, but it doesn't apply in a relationship between two people. It's you and that person. Let me know what you guys think. Is it important? Is it not important? If you're going to marry somebody, do you think you should bring it up, or do you think it should completely be ignored? Let me know what you guys think in the comment below. Guys, remember I have a reaction channel, where I used to react to everything else apart from relationship. Please go over there and give me a subscribe. It's called Angelint Reacts. I really appreciate you guys if you go over there and give me a subscribe over there. Help me to grow that channel. I'll see you guys on my next video.